Hello folks, I'm PK, the soccer guy, and I'm back here to talk about World Cup 2018 that is taking place in Russia. And I'm going to start about Group D, talking about the match that happened yesterday between Nigeria and Iceland. And Nigeria had lost the first match to Croatia by 2-0, showing a team that was just not involved in soccer, playing very lethargic way, kind of a sleeping, kind of sluggish soccer team. Got to remind that Nigeria has a good team. They have good players like Ahmed Musa, like Victor Moses, but they just did not click against Croatia. Well, they came back to this match against Iceland. Iceland had previously had a draw against Argentina. Once again, this is a team that is a semi-professional team that has players like the goalie is a filmmaker, the coach is a dentist. Iceland has a very small population to draw a team, like 160,000 male population, about 330,000 population total. So it's very hard to get a soccer team. They just phenomenal just to be there and playing soccer and to have a draw against such an experienced team as Argentina. So they came up to this team, to this match, like knowing that Nigeria had the upper hand, had a more skillful team. The first half was very slow, kind of an uninteresting match, uneventful match, and finished 0-0. They came back to the second half, and then Ahmed Musa scored a goal like with a semi-volley shot, like with a beautiful goal, right at the first 7 minutes of the game. And then it was like a wake-up call for the Nigerian team to start playing well. They started moving the ball really well. Ahmed Musa played fantastically well. He would score the second goal, 28 minutes of the second half. When Nigeria started playing good soccer, producing good soccer as they have good players. With Victor Moses was still a bit disappointment. I hope that he plays better in the last round because so far he has not shown the soccer that he's capable of. The Iceland team was not capable of react to that 2-0 score. They had a penalty shot in the very end, like about the 38th minute of the second half, and Sigurdsson missed the shot, and with that result, Iceland lost the match 2-0, and Nigeria did produce a better match. Now they have 3 points. They're ahead of Argentina now, considering that Croatia has already qualified with 6 points. Nigeria has 3 points, and they're going to play Argentina, which has only 1 point. Iceland has only 1 point. So Argentina needs to beat Croatia to stay alive in this group. Nigeria now has the upper hand. A draw will qualify them for the next round. The other match, Group E, you had Serbia playing against Switzerland, and this was an amazing match, very tough match, great, very electrifying match. Started with a big polemic, like we had some players that were born in Kosovo. Some players like Shaqiri and like Shaka and Behami, who were actually, were born in Kosovo. They moved to Switzerland. And we know about the war, the Serbia attack Bosnia in the 90s, and so this was like a match that already started with some polemic involving that. The Serbian team has a very strong squad with like lots of left-foot players like Kolarov, like Tadic, and Milicevic. And Tadic started playing phenomenally well from the right side, making crosses to Mitrovic, always trying to find Mitrovic. He had a bicycle kick, like 4 or 5 crosses even before the first 5 minutes. And finally, boom, they scored the first goal. Tadic center and Mitrovic scored the first goal, putting the Serbs ahead. I would say the first 30 minutes at least, the Serbs controlled the match, beautifully played, making beautiful plays. It is a very skillful team. And the Swiss seem a bit shocked with the match. They seem a little lethargic, a little sluggish, not finding their way of playing. Shaka was just completely off the match the first half. Shaqiri still trying to find his game, and Behami not playing well. So the first half ended like this, 1-0, with the Serbs controlling and playing better. They came back to the second half, and then the Serbia kind of moved a little bit down, a little backwards in the match, and the Switzerland start finding their way, start playing well. Shaqiri start playing phenomenally well in the second half, and in a rebound shot, the ball just came rolling through Shaka that just took a phenomenal shot at 7 minutes, putting the match as a draw 1-1. After that, it became a very tough match. Like both teams had chances to score. A little bit of upper hand for the Swiss team, was a little better than the Serbs in the second half, and had a penalty on Mitrovic that the VAR didn't do anything. By the way, the VAR has made a lot of mistakes so far, and I'm not even sure if this is working at all. Like this was a penalty that could be granted to Serbia. Did not happen. Right in the last minute of the match, Shaqiri scored a second goal, giving the Swiss the victory. Now they have 4 points, and the Serbs lost the match, and they remain with 3 points. They're going to have to beat Brazil, who had beat Costa Rica. I'll talk about Brazil and Costa Rica in an independent video a few minutes away from now. And after I finish this, I'm going to do that. So with that result, things get really tough for the Serbs, who lost the match and the great opportunity to move to the second round and now to the next phase, out of the group phase. Today we had tough matches. Mexico will play against South Korea. And I got to say that Mexicans play really well against Germany. They have probably the best team they ever had in the whole history of Mexico, with players as Carlos Vela, as Chicharito, as Jonathan Santos, Giovanni Santos. It is a very strong squad. Salcedo back there, and I think Mexico has the upper hand against Korea, who has a good goalie, has Song that plays in the middle, it's a very fast team that comes up with the counterattacks. But I do think Mexico has the upper hand and will probably win this match. And the other match, Germany plays Sweden. We've got to say that Germany lost to Mexico. It is like they need a victory to stay alive in this tournament, this World Cup. Sweden, however, had beaten the first match against South Korea. So if the Swedish tie this match, and we've got to remember that they have a very strong defense. If they're able to tie the match, Germany's going to be in a really tough situation in which they're going to have to hope that Mexico beats Sweden or Sweden beat Mexico. So it's something that is going to be very tough to happen. So I would say that Germany has a slight more chances to win this match. I would say I would bet money on Germany, but not with a great certainty. I'd say Germany has the upper hand. They'll probably win, but I'm not so sure. In the last match, we're going to talk about Belgium and Tunisia, which is going to have the opening match today. It's going to be an open match. The Tunisians need to win. They lost the last match to England. But they have good players. They have players like Wabi Kazri, Slit, that play forward. They also have great goalies, like Mohamed is back there, the goalie. And so they have a great school of goalies. And I think that could be a problem for the Belgian team. But we got to remember, the Belgian squad is one of the most talented squads in this World Cup. They have phenomenal players in the midfielder with Hazard, with Kevin De Bruyne, with Mertens, a friend, Lukaku too. So I think the Belgians should win this match. The Belgians should win this match with flying colors. That's what I think that's going to happen for today. So those are all my considerations for today, and I'll talk pretty soon. I'm going to come back to talk about Brazil and Costa Rica. I'll see you next time.